You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, we have got Victor Newman planning an epic birthday bash for Nikki Newman as a huge surprise, but his constant need for vengeance may ruin her big night. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about just how badly Victor's birthday surprise for Nikki could go off the rails. But first, please reach down and hit that subscribe button if you are not already following us. All right, so if you have not heard, Victor is planning to surprise Nikki, the love of his life, with a birthday celebration that's going to be the party of the year in Genoa City. Victor's got it all planned to kick off on the May 28th episode of Young and the Restless, right as we are wrapping up May Sweeps. So it's a fun bonus that Y&R is bringing in Jay Rodriguez from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy to play fabulous party planner Pietro. And with guest star Jay running the show, the party is sure to be epic, but the food and the decor might not be what guests are talking about for years to come. There is a lot of drama building up right now because of Victor's increasingly bad behavior towards a lot of people. And it all might explode just in time to wreck this big party that intends to celebrate Nikki's birthday. Some of the vendettas and petty power plays that Victor is engaged in right now could explode, and the drama he causes may overshadow the birthday girl and her big day. The first thing that may complicate Nikki's birthday bash is the appearance of Victor's mysterious rival, Aristotle Dumas. Now, we know from Lily's chat with Damien this week that Dumas isn't his real name and that it's just a persona. It's all fictional, but I mean, we kind of knew that already. But clearly, there is a real human behind the persona of Aristotle Dumas. He exists. We just don't know what he looks like, and we don't know what his real name is. And he might choose Nikki's big event as the moment he reveals himself to Genoa City, to Victor, to everybody, and he could be looking for a big dose of payback on his longtime rival and make this big splash on Young and the Restless at this key event. I figured he was coming during sweeps, so it all kind of aligns. And the whole town is going to be there, so it's the perfect time for Dumas to make his grand entrance and infuriate Victor. And this mystery man may also use the opportunity to throw down the gauntlet and challenge Victor or threaten him. Dumas might even find a way to steal Chancellor from Victor and use the party to announce he's taking it from Nikki, and maybe that he's even going to give it back to Billy Boy Abbott. That would be one way to make Victor blow his top and would really ice the birthday cake. Wait to see if Nikki's Big Bash is overshadowed by the reveal of a new mega millionaire on Y&R. And of course, we are very eager to see if it's going to be Billy Flynn in the role, as I expect. The second thing that could explode on Nikki's big night is Victor's scheme with Audra. Right now, Audra is trying to figure out a way to fake seduce Kyle away from Claire to score a big payday from Victor. He promised her a huge reward if she can break up the happy couple. And if Audra fails, but it comes out at Nikki's party that Victor was bribing her to seduce his granddaughter's boyfriend, well, that could be a huge party foul. Or if Audra succeeds and then Victor doesn't pay up, which is a definite option, Audra might make an epic scene at the party. She could expose that Victor was conspiring with her to wreck Claire's romance, and Audra could do it in front of Victor's entire family. And man, if Audra loses Nate and Victor doesn't give her what he promised, this could be a meltdown bigger than birthday candles that don't get blown out, and Nikki might explode at her husband along with other people in the family. Audra exposing him could put Victor in deep doo-doo with a lot of other Newmans, and that brings me to the next unwanted gift that may be unwrapped from Nikki's birthday list. So a third reason this party might turn bad is if Claire loses Kyle because of Victor, and it all comes out on her grandma Nikki's big night. If Claire finds out Victor has been plotting to ruin her love with Kyle with this horrible Audra plot, she's going to be devastated and furious. And of course, if Kyle actually falls for Audra's seduction, maybe Claire's better off without him, but still, Still, no matter how it goes with Audra trying to seduce/fake seduce Kyle, Claire would be furious at what Victor is doing. And I'm sure Audra would rat out Victor to save her own skin. And of course, Claire wouldn't intend to mess up her grandma's party, but if it all comes out that night, she could absolutely snap on Victor. And of course, he would insist he was right to try and drive Kyle out of her life. He's never apologetic. Claire may never forgive Victor, and Victoria and Nikki may not either. So the fourth way this Young and the Restless bash could turn into a blitzkrieg is if Jack exposes Victor's devious and dirty deeds at Nikki's big event. By then, Jack may have definitive and undeniable proof of Victor's shady Jabot sabotage by the time the party arrives, and it could all spill out at Nikki's big night. Jack may announce that, hey, Nikki, nice party, but your husband's a real creep. We may also see Lauren losing patience with Victor at the big event because he's roped Michael into this needless and ugly scheme. Plus, Diane is in the mix of all of this because Victor's trying to ruin her son Kyle and her husband Jack, and she might act out at Nikki's big night in retaliation. So Victor's anti-Abbott vendetta could come back to bite him and ruin Nikki's happy night. And last, but definitely not least, is that Billy Boy Abbott could do something. He and Phyllis may crash the party and call Victor out for coming after Abbott-com. Victor cannot ever leave Billy in peace or let him have anything. Victor already lied and schemed to get Chancellor, but he's just not going to stop. This week, he's setting up Billy again, and that might also set off Victoria because she shares children with Billy and cares about him, and she's already made it clear to Victor she doesn't want anything else to happen to Billy for the kid's sake, but Victor doesn't care. So if Phyllis and Billy show up at the bash to bash Victor and reveal more of his dirty deeds, that could set off explosions with Nikki and Victoria, among others, and she may really lose it on her dad because Victor just can't seem to leave people alone and let them live their lives if he doesn't like them, even if they're not doing anything to him. So Young and the Restless could be throwing this big fancy party for Nikki intentionally to see it go up in flames and Victor finally paying for his awful antics. That would certainly make it a birthday that Nikki and everybody else on Y&R would never forget.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.